The situation that has appeared in the markets as a result of the recent economic crisis in America especially, and the developed countries of Europe, has been seen as Darwinism finance, literally the survival of the fittest for the banks by some sections of foreign press. Some press organs have even claimed that Darwinism rules the market in that countries. This description comes from the concept of the strong overcoming the weak that lies at the root of a Darwinian thinking. The fact is, however, that the concept of the strong overcoming the weak is not one that came into being just when Darwin said it. It is not Darwinism that brought the concept into being. In a technical sense, it is true that the strong defeat the weak. Bulldozers are not the same thing as axes. There is no doubt that a strong machine will crush a weak one. But this is true only technically. What is wrong is to make a moral principle out of it and act out of the logic of the strongest must survive and must be right. It's a grave error and a herald of terrible tragedy to act in the light of the idea that the strong must defeat and eliminate the weak. The idea of the strong crushing the weak is actually turned into a moral principle in Darwinism. That is why societies under the influence of a Darwinist mindset are constantly dominated by mass slaughter, murder, terror and disorder, insecurity and tension. Under the effect of Darwinism, eliminating the weak has been seen as essential in order to maintain the equilibrium in nature, which is why communist and fascist societies have had no qualms about mass murder. Social Darwinism constituted the greatest intellectual groundwork for communists such as Marx, Lenin, and Mao, and for fascists such as Hitler. However, in societies with a sense of conscience and that fear Allah, the strong always help the weak, strive to protect them, and mobilize their resources to strengthen them. That is what is best fitted to human nature. The moral characteristic required by fear of Allah, faith, reason, and conscience is to look after the weak. Only then can societies progress, grow stronger, and live in peace and security. In one verse, our Lord reveals, "I seek protection of Allah from the rejected Satan. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful." What reason could you have for not fighting in the way of Allah? For those men, women, and children who, being weak, are oppressed and say, "Our Lord, take us out of this city, whose inhabitants are wrongdoers. Give us a protector from you. Give us a helper from you." Surah An-Nisa, verse 75.